If you grew up in the 1950s, graduating from high school wasn't just another milestone. It wasn't one achievement in a long list of expected accomplishments. For many families, it was the achievement, because in the 1950s, not everyone graduated from high school. It was earned. And when you walked across that stage to receive your diploma, you were proving something to your family, to yourself, to the world. Senior year started with a mix of excitement and melancholy. This was it. Your last year, the top of the ladder. The ones everyone looked up to. The senior class would gather for the first meeting, electing officers, choosing class colors, the class flower, the class motto. These weren't trivial decisions. They were defining your class forever. The yearbook was sacred. Everyone wanted their senior photo to be perfect. You'd go to the photographer's studio downtown. Real lights, professional backdrops. Girls wore their best sweaters or dresses, pearl necklaces, hair curled and sprayed into place. Boys wore suits, white shirts, ties. You'd sit on a stool, turn slightly, lift your chin, smile but not too much. Look mature, ready for the world. And when the proofs came back, you'd analyze every detail, hoping this image, the one that would represent you forever, captured who you were, or at least who you wanted to be. Senior traditions filled the year. Senior skip day, when the entire class wouldn't show up. You'd all meet somewhere at the park, the lake, and spend the day together. The teachers always knew but looked the other way. The senior prank, moving desks into the hallway, filling the principal's office with balloons. Your final mark on the school. Homecoming took on new meaning. This was your last homecoming game, your last dance. If you were nominated to the homecoming court, king, queen, prince, princess, it was validation that you mattered, that you'd be remembered. As spring approached, reality set in. College applications were due. If you were going to college, and in the 1950s, maybe only 30 or 40% would go. The rest would get jobs, get married, join the military, start their adult lives immediately. For boys, there was always the draft. You had to register at 18. The military was always there, a possible future you couldn't ignore. For girls, the pressures were different. Go to college to find a husband, or get a job as a secretary, teacher, or nurse, or get married right away. The expectations were clear. What year did you graduate? Class of 55, 57, 59. What do you remember most about senior year? Share your class year and your story in the comments below. Spring brought the culmination, the senior banquet, a formal dinner at a nice restaurant or hotel. Everyone dressed up, girls in their best dresses, boys in suits, feeling adult. There would be speeches, awards, academic honors, athletic achievements, most likely to succeed. When your name was called, you'd feel proud and embarrassed all at once. And then, senior prom, the most important dance of your life. The gymnasium transformed with crepe paper streamers and balloons. Girls shopped for dresses weeks in advance. Tea-length gowns in pastels, full skirts requiring layers of crinoline, matching shoes. Their dates ordered corsages, orchids or roses. Boys rented tuxedos, black or white, bow ties, boutonnieres. You'd go to dinner first, the nicest restaurant in town, feeling grown up. Then to the dance, slow dancing to Earth Angel and Only You. Fast songs like Rock Around the Clock. The prom king and queen crowned at midnight. After prom, some went to official parties, others snuck away to the lake, parked, talked, kissed, wondered what the future held. Because senior romances were intense, heightened by knowing graduation meant separation. The final weeks were bittersweet. Teachers wound down. More movies in class, less homework. You'd walk the halls differently, noticing things you'd never noticed before. And you'd sign yearbooks, passing them around everywhere. Stay sweet. Don't ever change. Remember that time when? Keep in touch. Some messages were generic, but some were personal. Inside jokes, shared memories, promises to write. The last day of classes arrived, often anticlimactic, just ending. Locker, clean out, goodbyes in the hallways. See you at graduation, and you'd leave. Walk out those doors, knowing you'd never be back as a student. Graduation practice came a day or two before. You'd practice the processional, marching in pairs alphabetically to Pomp and Circumstance. Practice crossing the stage, receiving the empty diploma folder, moving your tassel from right to left. They'd tell you the rules. No funny business. This was dignified. You'd behave. Most listened. Some didn't. Graduation day arrived. You'd put on your cap and gown. The cap bobby pinned awkwardly, the tassel hanging to the right. You'd line up alphabetically. Nervous energy everywhere, last-minute adjustments. Then the music started. Pomp and Circumstance. You'd walk slowly, in step, trying to spot your family, trying not to trip. The bleachers packed. Parents, grandparents, cameras flashing, mothers crying. You'd take your seat. The ceremony would begin. Principal speaking. Valedictorian giving a speech about the journey and the bright future. Faculty members offering wisdom. And then, finally, the moment. We will now present the class of 1957, one by one, alphabetically. Robert Anderson. Applause. Cross the stage. Shake hands. Receive diploma. Photo exit. You'd wait. Counting down. Getting closer. Then your name. Dorothy Henderson. Heart pounding. Walk into the stage. Everyone watching. Climb the steps. Cross. Shake hands. Take the diploma. Flash exit. Those 10 seconds, 12 years culminating. Every test. Every struggle. All leading to this. When the last name was called, the principal spoke. Graduates, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left. Hundreds of hands reaching up, moving the tassel. From student to graduate. Applause, cheering. Mortarboards flying into the air even. Though you'd been told not to, you were done. You'd graduated. You were free. The recessional was chaos. Running to find parents, hugging friends. Cameras everywhere. Stand with your father. Get together with your friends. Grandmothers hugging too tight. Grandfathers shaking hands with pride. Little siblings bored but happy it was over. Parties followed. Gifts, $20, $50 if you were lucky. A watch. Cards with messages. Congratulations. The future is yours. If this brought back the nervousness, the pride, and the moment you moved that tassel from right to left, subscribe to Yesterday Lives. We're preserving the milestones that define generations, one memory, one diploma, one new beginning at a time. The weeks after were strange, unanchored. For 12 years, life had been structured around school. Suddenly, that was gone. Some started jobs immediately. Some left for college. Some got married. Some enlisted. And some just waited, trying to figure out what came next. But all carried that diploma. That piece of paper that said they'd done it. And in the 1950s, that mattered. It meant something. Because not everyone did it. It represented dedication, achievement. So if you graduated from high school in the 1950s, you remember the cap on your head, walking across that stage, hearing your name, shaking the principal's hand. You remember moving the tassel, that simple gesture that changed everything. You remember throwing your cap, finding your parents, seeing their pride, their tears. You remember the uncertainty, the excitement, the fear, the hope, standing on the edge of adulthood, because yesterday never truly disappeared. It just put on a cap and gown and walked toward tomorrow. And if you close your eyes, you can still hear it. Class of 1957, you may now move your tassels. And you did, and everything changed. And the future was finally, truly, yours.